Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Zach, but you guys can call me Hazardous. Thank you guys so much for tuning back on my channel, and welcome back to another Call of Duty World War II video here on the channel today. Guys, DLC 1 has been announced for Call of Duty World War II. The new DLC for Call of Duty World War II is called The Resistance. It's DLC 1 and it's released on PS4. The release date has been confirmed for PlayStation 4 on January 30th. They don't mention Xbox One or PC on their newswire or on Charlie Intel, but basically how this goes is since PlayStation has the exclusive package for Call of Duty now, it used to be Xbox. Usually now, the DLC is going to come out around a month later for Xbox One and PlayStation 4. Before, it used to come out a month later for PS3 and PC when Xbox had the exclusivity package, but now the tides have turned just because of sales and things like that, and Activision gave their bid to Sony. So anyway, Activision and Sledgehammer Games have officially announced all the details for this first DLC pack, The Resistance. It's out January 30th, according to the Charlie Intel article, and it includes 3 multiplayer maps, 1 new war operation, and the next chapter of the Nazi zombies experience, The Darkest Shore. For multiplayer, the maps consist of maps like Occupation, which is a remake of the classic Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 multiplayer map, Resistance, where players battle through the streets and shops of German-occupied Paris during World War II. Long side streets encourage mid-range combat with nearby homes and storefronts lending defensive positions for ambush and recovery. So they are making Resistance for Modern Warfare 3. Like the DLC name says, this is crazy that they're just like completely ripping this off. I know that usually a DLC map in Call of Duty DLC usually come from previous Call of Duties. It's just funny how that they changed the name of the map, but they named the DLC Resistance, so it's kind of funny. But anyway, moving on, we also have Valkyrie, which is located in the Mauritian Woods in East Prussia. This map was inspired by the Wolf's Lair, or Hitler's Eastern Front headquarters during Operation Barbarossa, the Nazi invasion of the Soviet Union. This is a medium-sized map with gameplay focused around a dangerous center lane covered by multiple Overwatch positions and mounted machine guns. And then the third map we have Anthropoid, based in Prague, Czechoslovakia, which is actually where I want to study abroad. But anyway, this map is inspired by Operation Anthropoid, the famous assassination attempt on a high-ranking German officer during World War II. This map features a center lane divided by a river with long flanking paths that can be used by snipers for ranged attacks. Moving on to War Mode, or the last multiplayer map for the War Mode in the Call of Duty World War II DLC 1 The Resistance, we have Operation Intercept. Outside of St. Lo, France, our next War Mode experience leads us on an urban rescue mission to save resistance fighters from being transported by train. The first objective on the Allied side is freeing the fighters, followed by the destruction of the key communication equipment, or basically the radio stations that you see on Operation Neptune. If you guys remember, you go onto the beach and you destroy all the radios. That's the communication equipment they're talking about. And this War Mode map ends by stopping a train, which is that's gonna be so cool. That brings me back to like Battlefield days. I'm very excited for that. Lastly, we have Zombies Mode. We do have a new Zombies map coming out in this first DLC, and that is called The Darkest Shore. And The Darkest Shore follows our heroes into the next chapter of their dangerous journey. Only days after the heroic disaster of the Middelburg, the crew has received intel that suggests Dr. Straub is on an island just north of Germany. Blanketed in fog, this island is surrounded by Nazi air and sea power and crawling with the undead. Marie, Drosten, Olivia, and Jefferson will need to battle all this and more to uncover the mysteries hidden within the Darkest Shore. Sledgehammer also released the official Call of Duty World War II The Resistance DLC 1 pack preview, which is the title of their trailer for the new Call of Duty World War II DLC 1 map pack. You guys can check it out. I will link that down in the description below, and also link to you guys the Charlie Intel article that I used in this video, guys. I have a ton more videos coming out on this DLC. Any questions, leave them down in the comment section below and I will answer them in future videos. We have a lot to discuss, but that's all for this video. I just wanted to leave you with that. Today, we will talk about more tomorrow and the coming days. Guys, I am so excited to be bringing this for you guys. This is going to be so cool. I'll give my thoughts in future videos, but basically all I have to say for now is this is very exciting. I'm very excited for this map pack, I should say, and I think Sledgehammer is going to do a great job, but there are some things that kind of upset me, And just the main thing about this is the fact that there's only 3 multiplayer maps. Now you can argue that War Mode is a multiplayer map, but just exclusive multiplayer, not the new War Mode, which they're pushing so hard, and I don't know if players are receiving it as well as they thought they'd hoped. I prefer Rush and Battlefield over this, but it's still fun. It's just a little bit linear that they make you do these things. It would be better if you just had a series of bombs and you could go down like a massive map. You had like 6 series of bombs to destroy rather than making a whole linear story out of this, because it feels too much like campaign when you're playing it. But anyway, the fact that there's only 3 multiplayer maps, and now since Call of Duty remakes old Call of Duty maps with their DLCs, there's technically only 2, since Occupation or Resistance is already a map in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, so there's really only 2 new multiplayer maps. You know, take what you want about it. I think Sledgehammer is probably like the least effective or the least best developer of Call of Duty. I feel like Treyarch's the best, Infinity Ward comes in behind them, and then Sledgehammer comes in a close third. I just feel like they are failing again and again with this game to go above and beyond, but we'll talk about that in future videos, guys. Let's keep it positive. I'm excited for this DLC. I hope you guys are too. Let's talk about this in future videos. Thank you guys so much for tuning into the channel. Drop a like on this video if you guys enjoyed and want to see more videos about the Resistance DLC Pack 1. I hope you guys enjoyed. Also, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I will see you all in the next video. Adios, amigos.